such as where we must begin with the first horror video game, if you can call it that. Haunted House for the Magnavox Odyssey in 1972. The Odyssey isn't really a video game console, at least not in terms of what most people imagine. Hell, I spent an unbelievable amount of time trying to figure out how to emulate the game. I found random YouTube clips of people playing it with them sat before a screen, controllers in hand, and it took until I saw the AVGN video that I realized my mistake. The game I thought I was seeing was in fact just a piece of adhesive with a design on it. The Odyssey is essentially a plug-and-play. So from the large console, you have a pair of garden hoses that attach to toasters. On these toasters, you have dials. Twist one to move on the x-axis, and the other the y-axis. Think like an Etch-a-Sketch. Kids still play with those, right? But what about the game? Well, it's very minimalist, in that this is all you get. A blue screen and at most 2 flashing rectangles. The real game comes from taking one of 10 overlay designs and laying it on the TV, while also popping in a corresponding number card, which also turns on the system. Now, Odyssey had options ranging from roulette to Simon Says and even hockey, but the most gameplay you'll get is glorified Pong. In fact, everything is reliant on the imagination and a lot of self-imposed rules by the 2 players. But this brings us to the first ever horror video game, Haunted House. The overlay depicts a haunted house with all of the fixings one can expect. Roaring fireplace, black cats, bloody handprints, and a chained up skeleton for good measure. Oh my goodness, I just gotta play at the top of a hill and I'm living it up.
If any of you decide not to stay, you must leave with the caretakers now. You won't have a chance to change your minds later.
If you can give Haunted House one thing, it definitely has a cool look, even if it's just an overlay you slapped on your TV. But how do you play this? Well, one player is a detective, while another plays a ghost. The detective either closes their eyes, or more appropriately for the age demographic, leaves the room, while the ghost selects somewhere to hide. You then hit reset on the console, which hides the ghost player marker, and the detective can go in. You have access to 2 stacks of cards, one of clues, the other of secret messages. The detective gains clue cards by searching the house in a predefined order. It's literally marked out in the rather sizable 35-page guide. Don't worry, this guide is for the whole system. Should the detective appear in a window, he will lose a clue card. So, since the overlay kind of hides your rectangle and the detective is the larger one, I think it's supposed to emulate the sensation of bumbling around in the dark. I think at this point, I'd rather just go downstairs and hope the monsters down there don't eat me. So yeah, you stumble around, and each item you reach, you get a clue card. These don't do anything except for serve as points come the end of the game.